What's up guys, it's PatriotsMan here and I am back with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about Practice Squad once again, which dropped in the game a couple weeks ago, and we are going to talk about 3 different tips that you can use to help yourself get more boosts with Practice Squad and overall get the most boosted overall on your team through the Practice Squad boosting. So first of all, I want to say this video is going to be pre-recorded a few days in advance because obviously when we go in here you'll see that the Combine promo is still in the game when I go here, so that is still going to be in the game when I do this. However, I'm going to upload this video in a few days from when I actually record it, but these tips should still be useful at that time. So, first tip of 3, the more position spots that you boost at once, the better. So when we go over to Practice Squad, and we did have a video talking about Practice Squad, if you don't understand it at all, or you still don't understand parts of Practice Squad, I did do a video on that a couple weeks ago when it did come out, so check that out. But anyways, what you want to do, first tip, more position spots boosted at once are very important because when you go through here, right, you're trying to get the most overall on your team as possible. And as compared to a runner's boost, so your runner's boost is only going to boost your halfbacks and your fullbacks. And there's only 2 spots for that on your lineup. However, if you boost, say, your O-line is going to boost 5 players on your lineup because it's going to be 5, the 2 O tackles, 2 O guards, and the center. So while it's going to cost more to do the O-line or say the secondary, just your cornerbacks and your safeties, or your D-line or your linebackers, well, those will cost more than your quarterback or your special team, stuff like that. It's still going to be worth it to do those because in the end, you're going to get a lot of boosts from those. So honestly, right now, because I wanted to try to boost up my Chris Johnson, I've sort of been playing around with boosts, and the most of my boosts are on my runners and my halfbacks. That's not really what you want to do at the moment. You want to try to boost your corners and your safeties, so your secondary boost, defensive back boost here, linebackers, defensive line, those are good ones to go after. And additionally, your O-line, right? Now, your receivers and your tight ends, right? These are going to be only, I believe, there's only going to be 4 of those slots. It's going to be your receivers, your tight ends, but I believe this boost is going to be fairly expensive, right? Yeah, so it's only plus 20. I needed 476 points. As you see, for plus 25, it's going to be 724 points. So the receivers, because those are the skill positions, even though it's only four of them on the field being boosted and not 5, it's still going to be fairly expensive. So try to go for the ones that give you the more positions, such as the O-line, the defensive line, the linebackers. Those will be good ones to put some boosting towards because you will get a lot of overall boost from those. You don't need as much for the quarterback because the quarterback is one position, so don't really waste too many players on that, but that is that. The next tip is to use as little as possible to reach that meter for the next level. So when we go over here, let's just pick one. Let's try O-line. So what I mean by this, as you guys see the meter, it says 386. I'm currently at 386 points at the bottom there, and I needed 381 in order to get this boost going. So we're going to disable the boost right here. And as you guys see, what I'm saying about this right here is when I take out Andy Isabella, 373. So really, you're trying not to go as far over the meter as to waste any points on your player. So you see, I'm currently, let me take Devontae Smith back out. I'm currently 8 away from the next level for the boosting. So what you want to do with this slot right here, you don't want to try to use any of these higher cards. You don't want to waste, say, oh, let me just randomly put in a 24-point Joe Burrow. No, I only need 8 points to get to the next level. So I'm trying to use the least amount of points on one card that will get me to the next level. So for example, we're going to put in Austin Hooper. And as you guys see, instead of having in the 13-point, I believe it was Andy Isabella, wherever he is. I believe it's right here. So yes, 13 points. So I had him in there. So I just basically saved 3 more points by putting in a player that only does 10, but I still got the next level. So we're going to enable the boost again. We're going to have the same boost. That's a small example right there. If you're way over the top with a certain boost, so say I'm over here, say I'm way over the top, we're going to take out Austin Hooper again. And let's put in somebody different. So let's put in, like the example I had before, let's put in this Joe Batonio. Well, I'm currently 404 and I only need 381. So if you're in a situation like this, try to take out a player that's worth a lot of points and just put in one that will get you to the next level, but not too far over because you want to save as many points as possible. So there we go, enable boost. That is tip number 2. Now for the final tip, tip number 3, try to utilize the gridiron packs to rank up for more points. So basically what happens is the Practice Squad is based off the ranks of your players and not your levels. So if I have an uncommon player that's a rank 3, that's a level 0, and I have an uncommon that's a rank 3 that's like a level 50, they're going to go for the same amount of points in practice squad because it's based off their rarity and their rank. So basically when I'm looking at this, one thing I notice is that whenever you do these types of trades, right, or these practice squad boostings here, when you rank up a player that's currently in the boost, it's going to automatically apply. So we're going to show an example right here with the receivers boost. So we're going to go for Lamar Jackson. So you check out Lamar Jackson right there. He is a rank 2. So we're going to go over to the Gridiron store right here. We're going to use 30 of these or 50 of these epic coins right here. And we're going to go pick up the Lamar Jackson. So he is under the Ravens. And we're going to go rank him up. So as you guys see, we had 376 before. So when we claim our Lamar Jackson right here, boom, we're going to go rank him up to rank 3. So when we go to the practice squad boost and back to the receivers, you see right now, we are currently at 476 points. When we go over here back to our roster, we're going to rank up our Lamar Jackson right here. So we'll search up Lamar, boom. So we're going to rank him up. Now when we go back to the boost, it's automatically going to put those extra points on him for ranking him up. So basically my point here is if you see players that you can rank up, players that you're very close to ranking up, like uncommons, if you're a couple shards away, that's only 20 uncommon coins. If you're like 50 rare coins away, so like 2 shards of a rare player, then go ahead and do that. But as you guys see here at the receivers boost, we are now at 482. So we got 6 extra points from the rank up, and that's how that works right there. Now for another example, let's go find somebody on our bench that we could use that's currently in a practice squad that we can go rank up. So we scroll down here and let's try to find somebody that we're close to. So let's say Chris Jones right here. So we need 2 of his shards. So we're going to go back to the store, grab 2 Chris Jones from the rare packs. So that'll be 50 of those coins. So boom, we open up 2 of these packs, and when we go back to the practice squad, of course, we're now going to have extra points wherever Chris Jones is inside the practice squad. So it's a very, very useful tip here where you want to try to look where you are. Always be observant about how many shards you have for a player. If you can rank up a player one more time, go ahead and do that. Of course, if you replace iconics on your team, those are going to be extra points available because those iconics will now be available for your practice squad boosting. So we're going to go search for the Chris Jones right here. Okay, so as you guys see, the D-line boost right here is where Chris Jones is. So he's currently a 3-star. So we're going to go back, and we are at 454 points right now. We're going to go back and rank up our Chris Jones, and we should be above 454 when we go back and do the Chris Jones rank up. So we're going to rank him up right here, boom, and we're going to go back to the boost we had before. So we go here, we go to practice squad, and I believe it was D-line boost. Our Chris Jones is going to be right there, and as you see, we're now up to 459 instead of 454. So those are the 3 main tips I have. Going over the tips one more time, the more position spots you boost in a boost is better. So for example, your corners, your D-line, your linebackers, that's a lot better. Tip 2, use as little as possible to get over the meter. So if you are way over a current level and you have way extra on a current boost, try to save as many points as possible by getting as close to that change as possible. So right here, I want to get as close to 452 as I can without missing the boost. And finally, tip number 3 was utilize the Gridiron packs and other places in the game in order to rank up players, because that will get you extra points. Make sure you look at those players that you're close to. So those are my main 3 tips for practice squad boosting. Of course, if you have any other questions about the practice squad or anything else about the boosting that goes on with it, I'll make sure to answer those questions in the comments. But as for this video, that's it guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.